Hi everyone. So we made it to module 8. Now this is a busy week and I admit there is a lot going on. So this week we are going to talk about and have an activity on integrating sources like quotes and paraphrasing content from sources into our writing, which is incredibly important. Then we have our peer review, and finally our final writing project 2 is going to be submitted by the end of the week. So if we look over here, I'm not going to open either of these, but this is going to be the overview where this video is. Please review the assignment. Go back and read over what is expected here, what is required. To remind yourself, use that as a checklist. Right here, Tuesday night. Let's jump into this. This is, first, I've given you content on integrating sources into your paper, like quotes and information and stuff. This entire paper is going to be focused on other sources and telling your audience, informing your audience what these experts in the field have to say about your issue or phenomenon. And so the whole thing is going to be, they said this, over here she writes this, they talk about this, okay? The most effective way to integrate content from sources into your paper is always going to be through paraphrase, not quote. Paraphrase is the most effective because you're putting it into your own words. And so you retain your consistent voice throughout. But keep in mind that whether you're quoting, whether you're paraphrasing, whether you're summarizing, and even if you're simply inspired by a source, you always need to include an in-text citation, or at least attribute the source in the writing in the sentence. Keep that in mind. But paraphrase everything you can paraphrase. Save the quotes for those big, powerful phrases and words that you cannot paraphrase, that you cannot put into your own words while still retaining the power of them or the umph of them. So quotes can be very powerful, but if you use too many, or if you're quoting full sentences at a time, they lose their power really easily. So read over this content. It's really important and good information. This, however, is going to be really important because this is what I'm going to ask you to respond to. There's a fantastic essay here, or I'm sorry, video here on integrating sources using this method called SWAG. And it stands for setting up the stage, using the words of the quote, including that attribution, and then going into detail. Throwing down quotes, just paste and copying quotes into your paper is not effective. It is not accurate. It's not the proper way to quote. Again, very seldom will you quote full sentences at a time. You need to learn how to integrate quoted phrases and words into your writing. Okay? The sentence has to have at least some of your words into it. A sentence will never be all quotes from beginning to period. Please watch that video. Please look at this example, because the next thing I'm going to ask you to do is to do this with one of the quotes that you're using for your essay. And the thing is, here, you can just cut and paste what you have here and use it in your essay. It's not extra work. It's just practicing integrating quotes effectively. Next thing I have is the peer review, which is going to be Thursday. Please do not just submit your paper and get feedback and not give your peer their feedback. Nobody else is going to swoop in and do it for you. If you don't do it, that means you've agreed to do it and you're actually leaving your peer without any feedback. Okay? So please follow through on this. It's really important. Plus, it's worth double the points that a normal assignment post is worth. So follow those instructions. Make sure if you're sharing a Google document, you're sharing it correctly. I also have a video that I'll attach here also, but get that in by Thursday. Tuesday, you're going to, by Saturday night, you're going to have your final draft due. Look over the rubric. Use this as your checklist to make sure that you are doing everything. If there's anything here that you are not doing, add that to your draft, okay? And then also right here, make sure you give me the copy of your brain fuse feedback so I can give you credit for that, okay? Other than that, right here, I just go right into the MLA. Sorry, I'll go back, okay? Other than that, that's it. But please let me know if you have questions. Please visit during my office hours on Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. I can also do it another time if that time doesn't work for you. But please ask questions and let me help you if you're still confused or struggling with this, okay? Have a great week, y'all.